Okay, so I've been all over this guitar in the last 24 hours, and I still can't find a blemish. I bought it from Zounds, Zounds. It was marked as a customer return blemished. I expected it to have something. They didn't have any pictures of the damage, and now I understand why. Because I can't find any. There's no visible damage. Um, the setup was awful, and I really find it hard to believe that Yamaha's quality control would be that bad. So what I'm thinking is somebody got it and maybe was trying to adjust the setup, adjusted the truss rod, did something, and just had it all wrong. The intonation was off on three strings. Three strings, it was about right. Um, the neck had way too much relief, uh, and when I straightened the neck out, the strings were resting on the fretboard. Had the bridge down way too low. Uh, I I I've never seen a guitar around this price range come out of an Indonesian factory that badly set up. Maybe it happens, but I haven't seen one. So what I'm thinking is somebody got it, tried to set it up themselves, made a mess of it, and sent it back because they didn't think it was playable. That's about my best guess. I'm really kind of digging these racing stripes. I wasn't sure I would like that, but I think I really do. So far, it's just a great guitar. It's about 7 pounds 5 ounces, I believe. I'll pop a weight on here. These are kind of unbranded. I guess they're Yamaha humbuckers. Let's get the meter on them and see what they say. A little hotter than some of my other guitars with humbuckers, but hmm. So that's the neck. Looks like we're at 11.44. Bridge is 11.66. Let's crank the tone and volume up. How about that? All right, bridge 9.53, neck 8.71. That's still pretty hot. That's hotter than some of the other similarly priced guitars that I've got. They don't sound any hotter. It took me a little bit to figure out there's a push pull right here, which just kind of kills the resistance. And at first I thought it was a coil split. I looked it up. It's something Yamaha specific. It's a proprietary circuit that is supposed to, I think, maybe emulate going to single coil without actually going to single coil, so that you don't get the hum. And it does about that. I mean, it's probably a decent option if you want a little brighter sound. Um, I've got several guitars with coil splits, and I've honestly never used the coil split when I'm playing. I don't need the hum. So let's get this out of the way. The frets were level. Um, the fret ends are in great shape. I'll try to show a close up, but man, they're pretty smooth. I mean, they did a pretty good job. I really particularly like the finish on my camera. it's blue. I mean, it's definitely blue, but it's almost a turquoise type blue without noticeable green. But I really like this color. The back of the neck is a satin finish. It's the exact same color, but it's a satin finish, which is really nice. None of that sticky gloss like you get with a lot of guitars. It's a mahogany body with chambers. I looked at some images online, and Yamaha's got some acoustic design chambers cut into here with a mahogany top. 12-inch radius on the fingerboard. Plays really well. For the price, I've just not seen a guitar that had the features this one does, and that plays and sounds as well as this one does. I was trying to think, because it's not really a copy of any other guitar, it reminds me of a PRS SE. Now this is the basic Yamaha version. They've got 2 steps up from this, I'm pretty sure. This is the lowest cost version, but it reminds me a lot of a PRS SE that I've got as far as the features and the quality. I wasn't real crazy about these pots. It's got a tiny pot, like a mini pot on the volume, and then it's got a mini pot with a push-pull on the tone, and something weird going on with the wiring. That's that proprietary circuit that they've got in there. I'm assuming I could pull them out and replace them with some better pots. I'll wait and see if I have any trouble with them before I do that. The switch is a PCB switch, which I don't particularly like, but there's nothing exotic about that, so I'm pretty sure I can swap that out without an issue. It's got a metal jack plate. I don't know if you can get an image of the satin finish on the back of this neck, but it's pretty nice. I like these tuners. I kind of like the little pearl type knobs on the tuners. I'm not sure what this nut is made out of. Probably some type of nylon, some plastic composite substance. It was cut pretty well, so I'm not too worried about it right now. I filed a couple of those slots just to get the strings down where I want them. I've been eyeballing the string height on this, so I don't really know where it's at right now. I kept moving it around. I had it what I thought was too low, so I moved it up higher. Then I thought I had it too high, so I moved it back down some. So I'm at 124 millimeters, 1.24 millimeters on the bass side. And I'm at 105 millimeters on the treble side. So that's a pretty low action, in my opinion. Nothing wrong with the bridge and the tailpiece. The tailpiece is far enough away from the bridge that it's bottomed out without any interference on the strings. You know, a lot of times people have to raise their tailpiece up to clear those strings or to change the break angle. I may try to top wrap when I change these strings. It came with Elixir 10s, and they seem like pretty good strings. I've never used Elixirs, but I'll leave them on here for a little while. I tend to play D'Addario 9s, and I think they'll work really well on here. Just not in a hurry to change them out. May put some oil on the fretboard. It's in good shape. I've seen guitars that come in, the fretboard's so dry, it's barely it's barely usable. But this one seems to be in pretty good shape. All in all, for a blemished customer return, I'm really pleased. I'm pleased with the quality of the guitar. I'm pleased with the design of the guitar. I would definitely, for somebody that's looking for something a little different than a Strat or a Tele or a Les Paul, I would definitely recommend checking out the Revstar. I'd appreciate it if you'd subscribe to the channel. I'm just started this out. Not sure what the bulk of the content's going to be. I will show off some of my guitars, talk about some of the problems that I've had trying to learn how to play guitar over 50 years old. The biggest being my trigger finger. I scheduled a consultation with an orthopedic surgeon today. That'll be coming up at the end of September. If I can't get it resolved between now and then, I'll probably let him do the surgery. It's supposed to be a pretty simple process, but we'll see. I'd like to know if you've had any experience with these Yamaha guitars. Let me know in the comments. If you have any questions about anything that I didn't cover or didn't talk about, let me know. I'll do my best to answer them. Look forward to hearing from you.